friends, my name is Natasha. Today I have a yoga flow class for you. It's going to be a power flow, pretty dynamic. So be prepared to work hard, maybe get a little sweaty, but as always, listen to your body. If there's places you want to modify or work a little harder, absolutely do that. We're going to get right into the class and right into moving today with just a couple breaths and time to settle in Tadasana, mountain pose. Come to the top of your mat, stack your feet under your hips, pick up the toes and spread them, and then just anchor yourself into the earth. And as you press down into the feet, lift up through the crown of the head, roll the shoulders back and down, spread the fingers and open them as if you are surrendering to this moment. You're going to take a gentle tuck of the tail, firm belly, ribs pulling inward. Quads are active, we're gently pulling the kneecaps upward. So we have this really strong foundational pose here. And then we're going to try to relax the muscles in the face. Settle the mind, the forehead, the eyebrows, the jaw and tongue. Just coming into a state of presence and focus. And while we're here, we're going to start to focus on the breathing. We'll take a deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Just let the stale air out of the mouth here a couple times. Take a deep breath in, fill the lungs, expand through the ribs, feel the body lift. And as you exhale, just let go. Let all the stale air out, any lingering stress, judgment, anxiety. Let it go here. And focus on the breathing, and maybe you change the breathing up to Ujjayi Pranayama breath, which is done through the nose, keeping that heat internal and rising, taking our core temperature and just creating heat. Listen to the sounds of your exhales. Try and make your inhales the same equal part as your exhales. Beautiful. Maybe setting an intention for your practice, one of playfulness or strength, power, or a dedication to somebody. Let's inhale and stretch the arms up high. Roll the palms towards one another and then press down with energy, thumbs to sternum. Shoulders descend, belly plugs in. Inhale. And exhale, press the palms in. Good, grounding into the feet. Inhale, reach up. Press the palms against one another. Gaze up towards the fingers and then bend the elbows, send the thumbs to the base of the neck. Open the elbows and close them, and then gently charge the heart upward. Just a gentle back bend. Open the elbows, pull the shoulders and elbows in, and then gentle heart lifts up to sky. We're not dumping into the low back. It's this nice, even energy pressing up. Lift. Let's reach the hands back. Standing back bend, just go to where it feels good for you. Good, and then halfway fold. Send the crown of the head forward, the hips pressing back, tailbone to the back of the mat. Maybe you soften the knees. We're gonna start to press into the tippy toes and turn on the core. Arms are strong, reaching back, triceps are firing, and then sit into Utkatasana chair. It doesn't have to be too big yet. Just see where you are. Tuck the tailbone, firm the belly, ribs in, weights in the heels. And then the toes, flat halfway fold. Feel your calf muscles, your core on. It's okay if you fall forward. Inhale, Utkatasana. Arms can come out or over the head. Tuck the tailbone, firm the belly. This time maybe we take it a little further. On the tiptoes, balance. And then you find your bottom of your chair. It might be way down in this deep flexion of the hip flexors, the ankles, or you might be halfway. That's okay. And then drop the body off. Uttanasana, forward fold. Shake out the head. No. Yes. Maybe pedal into one knee and then the other knee. Find some movement that feels good for you right here. You can start to almost cat-cow, engaging the core as you round, and then flatten. Try that a couple times. Connect to the breath here. Maybe open the feet slightly wider. Grab onto your opposite elbow and sway, allowing that low back to release as we find space in the vertebrae, the neck, and all the way up the hamstrings. Breathe. Release the hands. Again, maybe you shake the head here. We'll take a ragdoll back up to the top, rounding and stacking the vertebrae, letting the shoulders hang, and then stack back through Tadasana. Moving a little quicker. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Spine and gaze is long and extended. Back muscles turn on. You might be here if you can't reach the mat. Exhale, release. Soften the knees, and we're going to walk back to plank. Press the shoulders down, spread the fingertips wide, pull the belly in, tuck the tailbone under. Take a couple of strong breaths in your plank pose, and then lift the tailbone, downward facing dog, and we'll pedal here as you bring the chest closer to your toes and articulate one toe, one heel. Keep switching, and then press onto both toes, tippy toes. Inhale, feel the arches of the feet, and then exhale, sink heels, lift tailbone, as if you're trying to press the mat forward. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, sink into the heels. Now, come a little bit closer and bend the knees until you can rest your belly on your thighs, on the quads, and then straighten. And bend and straighten. And this time bend and then start to shift the weight forward into the hands and hover your tabletop. Squeeze the belly and press the shoulders, pressing down. Really engage each finger into the mat. And we're gonna start to just twist the knees. Hover, twist. And if you want, you can twist and kick through. Hover, twist and kick through. 2 more times. Hover, kick through. That leg threads under, the arm lifts. Come back to hovering table and land the knees. We're gonna walk back and settle onto the bottoms of the feet. Pull the pinky toe out and just breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Good, lean back, see if you can reach the fingertips for the earth behind you and start to charge the heart up. Maybe release the hands, and then we'll release the top of the feet and just kind of tap them and arrive in your tabletop. Moving through some cat-cow. Inhale, lift head, chest, and tailbone, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, round the spine and then prop up onto the fingertips, pressing into each fingertip. Inhale, cow, shoulders pulling away from the ears, tailbone lifting, feel the belly stretching. And then exhale, round and feel the engagement of the belly as you press now into fingertips. Round, maybe you rock a little bit. And go ahead and take that movement on your own breath cycle and pace that feels good. It could be a little quicker. We could take some barrel sideways rolls a couple of times, maybe 3 one way, and then roll the other way, engaging the back body and the front body. We'll take a spinal balance in neutral, right foot back, left arm forward, press down through the right shoulder. Find expansion in your limbs, breathe here. Knee to nose, 3, exhale, reach long. 2, exhale, tuck tightly, tap the nose. Exhale, extend. Swing the left arm back, hug the heel in, hamstring curl. See if that foot's there for you. First, hug the heel in. Feel the quad and hip flexor, and then see if you can kick up to tiger pose. Take a breath here, pressing the right shoulder down, kicking into the hand. Feel the shoulder stretch, the quad, the hip, the back working. Release it without allowing it to fly, and then abduct. Take it out to the side. Feel your obliques. Drop that foot, and then lift up. Gate pose, reach towards your right toes. Lift the arm up and over. Breathe here. Cartwheel down to modified side plank. Thread the needle through the open space. Inhale, exhale. Twist, lift. You might want to twist and then lift the right leg. Abduct that right leg and lift. Draw a line. This time we're going to thread and bring the right shoulder and side of the head down. Tailbone up, hip over the knee. Take a breath there. Try and look up at the sky. Press down into the left hand. Prop yourself right out of it. And then maybe you take a quick full side plank, lifting off of the left knee. Take a breath, arc the body, feel the side body stretching like you're trying to make a rainbow. And we'll come all the way back, swing the right foot forward, low lunge. Left hip flexor, stretching down towards the mat, quad is long, knee behind hip. Inhale, straighten, flex. Exhale, sink, release. Inhale, squeeze the belly in. Exhale, one more time. Inhale and exhale, and then press your fingertips down. See if you can shift back to Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Swivel the hips, left hip forward, right hip back. Chest is proudly shining forward, shoulders back. You might want to have blocks here. And then I always add that fun little core drill. Press into the blocks or your fingertips and see if you can pick up this front heel. We can tap it side to side. 3, 2, 1. Step back on the foot. Press the palms down, frame the front toes. Lift and power up the back leg. Now really drive into the shoulders. Push them down. Slip the foot back. Knees, chest, and chin. 3. Come back up to plank. 2. Charge the heart and gaze forward. Press up to plank. And 3. Belly lands. Cobra. Moving and flowing. Finding your open heart here. Your strong back squeezing. Even activate the glutes as you draw the heels towards the sky. And then maybe we're ready for upward facing to down dog. Exhale. Paddle. Breathe. Before we go into the other side, you have the option to take a few tuck jumps here. Bend the knees. See if you can bring the quads into the chest. Into the chest. Maybe you hold a handstand, maybe you don't. Just see what's there for you. And then we'll land and come back through the knees. Cat-cow. Maybe a little wrist stretch. Flip the wrists backwards. Cat-cow. You can flip the palms upside down and counter stretch throughout any time in class. Wiggle those fingers and set yourself up. Left leg extends, right arm lifts, press down through the left shoulder, pull the limbs in opposition, really maintain that root lock in the core, and then knee to nose, tap, extend. Inhale, round the spine, exhale, reach long, inhale, round, exhale out. Abduct, powerful, send the body, the left leg out, right arm out in opposition, push down through that left shoulder, and then plant the foot. Inhale up, exhale, side bend towards those left toes. Try and stack the shoulders and breathe. Gaze up, cartwheel all the way down. Thread the needle through the open space. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and squeeze, stack, twist, and stack. This time we'll place the left shoulder inside of the head down. Send the tailbone up. See if you can gaze under your right armpit towards the sky. Breathe there. Press the right hand down to come out. And then abduct this left leg. See if you can draw this line here. Take a moment, squeeze that outer thigh, plug the belly in, and then maybe you find full side plank. Either way, we're gonna try to arc the body like you're making a rainbow. Press down through the right shoulder, reach those left fingertips towards the earth over the ear. Keep spiraling and stacking, and then land gently. Use your obliques and core to come up. Swing the left foot forward, low lunge. Take a moment to breathe here. Drop the right hip, quad is long, and then we'll press it back. Inhale, sink, exhale, lift back. Inhale and exhale. Good, coming into your half split. I'm gonna move my cat, hold your half Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Good. Settle into the pose here. Swivel the hips, and then we pull the left hip back, the right hip forward so the hips are square. We start to charge the gaze and heart forward. We really turn on the quad, trying to pull that hip backwards. shine the heart forward, and then you have that option, press palms into blocks. Fingertips will help give you height, or here, and we'll tap. 3, 2, side to side. 1. You might not even find lift, but you can always try it. You'll feel the core quad fire. Bring it back through low lunge. Untuck the toes, frame the front foot. Fire up that back leg, and then press the shoulders down. Now we'll flow. Plank, knees, chest, chin, or your chaturanga. Let's do 3, 2, gaze ahead, 90-degree elbows if possible. 1, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. You have another opportunity to jump or practice floating forward. Bend the knees, look forward. You're gonna get those hips up nice and high, and try and land the feet softly forward. Try it a few times. Jump back. Bend the knees, look forward, hips up, press the shoulders down with all effort, and engage the core to slow the feet down. You can try that again, or you can take a forward fold, circle out the wrists. Shake out, shimmy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, flush and fold. Root and rise all the way up. Palms to heart center. Take a moment. Feel the heart pumping. Maybe you're starting to sweat. Feel alive. Inhale, reach the arms behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Squeeze shoulder blades together. And see what kind of movement you have here. Gentle back bend. Punch the fists towards the earth. And then send the heart up. Quads are on. Hips pressing forward. Arms pulling away. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale, swan dive. Uttanasana, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, flush and fold. This time we'll jump back if you can. Press the shoulders down, activate the core, light hop back. You could do that a few times, or just wait for us in plank. Plank. Your flow, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Upward facing dog, pry the heart forward, pull the shoulders back and down. Create space in the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Right leg swings back, keep the hips square. Take a breath as you press the chest towards the toes. Long arms, strong fingertips. We're gonna take the knee to the nose. Come high on the left toes. See how high you can pull the shin away from the mat. Then gaze forward, and we're gonna take a circle. Right shoulder, right wrist, left shoulder. Come back and release it. One more time. Pull it in, and then make a square. Shoulder, wrist, shoulder. Pull it to center. Bring it back. Bend the knee. Open the hip. Maybe a hip circle. One way, the other way. Maybe a little melt onto the left forearm. Funky down dog split. Press the right hand down. Re-square the hips. Step through. Stepping in between the hands. Take a moment to power up the back leg and then lift up through your high lunge. Take a breath. High lunge going through warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Power off the front foot and charge into it. Shiva squat. In, out, in. Shift into the right heel. Re-extend to warrior 3. Find that light landing. Reach up through high lunge and then twist your lunge, pulling the arms in opposition. Take a moment here. Swing the right arm forward. Warrior 2, tuck the tailbone, plug the belly in. Reverse your warrior. And then active side angle. Gaze up. Skandasana, bend to the left knee, flex the right toes, maybe land, maybe hover. Warrior 2, and flush it out. Drop it right back through your flow of choice. High to low plank, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. And we'll do that again. Settle here. Any movement or stillness, but really connecting to the breath, the power of your breath. Left leg lifts. Square the hips. Drop the right heel as you send the left toes high. Press the chest to the toes, no sinking in the shoulders. Fingertips active, knee to nose. high on the right toes, gaze forward. We'll take that circle, left shoulder, left wrist, right shoulder, center, back. One more. Pull it in. Left shoulder, left wrist, right shoulder, scoop it in, send it back. Bend the knee open and stack. Make a circle one way, circle the other way. Possibility to drop to the right forearm. Left fingertip crawls wide. Press down through that shoulder, open up the hip, and then press the left hand down to prop out. Re-extend and step through. Wiggle that foot back so you have a nice 90-degree front knee. Power up the back, send the heel back, and reach up through high lunge. Feel that strong, active back leg. Knee straightens, right hip finds space, quad finds space. Breath here. Power onto the front foot and charge Virabhadrasana. 3, warrior 3, Shiva squat. Gaze forward, heart forward, back knee into front knee, weight into the left heel. Extend. Again, it's okay to fall, find your balance. Re-extend. Touch the toes down, stick that landing and lift. Twisting lunge, hold the arms in opposition. Try not to lean forward or back, keep the shoulders over the hips. Breathe and then shift, warrior 2. Bend into the front knee, don't allow the left knee to cave in. Strong active back leg, pinky toe, connected to the mat, flip, reverse. Open up the heart to the sky. Inhale, active side angle. Exhale, spin the shoulders to stack, tuck the tailbone, Skandasana, bend the right knee. Take it to your depth. Warrior 2. And cartwheel home through your flow of choice. Meeting in downward facing dog. Walking, floating, stepping, handstand. Any way to get to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Circle the wrist if needed. Shake the head. Root and rise. Lift up to the sky. And then palms to heart center. Take your moment. Breathe. Maybe you need to towel off. Maybe you need a sip of water. Adding our class flow today. Let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, all the way back over the body. Uttanasana, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. You might take a toe tap or a jump back. See if you can go back through your flow. High to low. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts high. Just gonna lift onto the left toes. Bend the knee, round the spine, plug the thigh towards the chest and step through. Spin the left heel open, maintaining the hips in alignment. Left hip forward, right hip back. Warrior 1. You may open up the feet wider in order to accommodate to the hips. See what works in your body. Readjust the arms, drop the shoulders down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend a little deeper into the knee. Lift the heart a little higher. We're gonna take an eagle wrap. Your left arm is gonna swing under the right arm. Wrap. Inhale the arms up. See if you can take a gentle back bend here. Bringing the elbows towards the sky. Finding your depth. And then exhale, humble warrior. Take your bow. Maintain the eagle wrap if you can. Drop that right shoulder towards the inside of the right knee if possible. Drop the left hip forward. Power up that right hip back. The head can hang heavy. And we'll swing up. Nice. This time, same thing with the hands behind the back. Interlace the hands. Squeeze shoulder blades. Proud warrior. Heart up. Gentle back bend. Humble warrior. Bow to the inside of the right knee while reaching the arms up. Squeeze shoulder blades. Find space in the heart, the chest, as you squeeze the shoulders back and the arms behind you. And then we'll let go of that, coming into Skandasana again. Maybe this time you go a little bit deeper. You might even sit and lift. Coming all the way around to the back of your mat. Turn your left toes, bring your right hand down, and then flip the back heel for twisting lunge. Right shoulder reaching towards left knee. Hug the knee towards the midline. Squeeze the belly in and up and sink into those hips as you reach the arm powerfully up. Take a breath here. We're gonna come down to the inside of the left foot. Wiggle the left foot wide and find your lizard lunge. Maybe dropping down to forearms. So either way, if you did make it to the forearms, we're gonna slip the left foot back to forearm plank. If you didn't, you'll simply come down back into plank and then lower down to forearm plank. Hover and hold here. Take a strong breath as you press the shoulders down. Open to the left. So we're on a side forearm plank, left forearm down, left arm up. You could abduct. You could modify by bringing the knee down. Now left hand down, right arm down. Open again to side plank, this time on the hand. And again, your option to play. We're gonna come back to lunge. So any way you can do this, hug the left knee into the chest, start to spin the heel up. Use your core and your right shoulder to land. Twisting lunge, left arm back. Take it up to exalted. See if you can find your right hamstring or wrap around. And then we'll take our twisting lunge a little deeper, perhaps hooking the elbow across the quad. Pressing your palms to heart center. Feel free to stay here. Or we're gonna try this little reverse half moon action. Step it forward. And then extend that right foot back. Breathe and twist. Firm the quad, firm the belly. And soft landing. All the way around. Right arm lifts and takes you home. Warrior two, flush it out. Take it through your vinyasa, plank, chaturanga, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Feel free to come into child's pose, or if you want to keep working, we're going to lower to the forearms for dolphin. Hang out in dolphin, or if pincha is in your practice, forearm stand, we could try to hop a few times, or work on pincha shapes here. Anything that's gonna be fun and playful and light and no big deal if you fall out of anything. When you're done with playing, find a child's pose and find some rest. Take some nice deep breaths into the back body. You might want a towel, you might want to drink some water. You might be still playing upside down. Your class, your time. Let's go ahead and come into downward facing dog for the other side of our flow. Tuck your toes under, exhale, down dog. Left leg lifts high. High on the right toes, press the earth away as you round the spine and tuck the knees so we can step through the hands. Right heel shifts back. Right hip rotates forward. We find our warrior one. Gentle tuck of the tail as you twist the right hip forward. Bend into the knee, shine the heart, breathe. Right toes are pressing into the earth. We'll swing the right arm under the left arm this time. And then elbows high. See if we can start to dip backwards. Shine the heart and elbows up. Exhale, forward fold. Humble bow. Humble warrior bow with the arms still in your eagle pose, Garudasana wrap. Start to shift the right hip forward, left hip back. Head is heavy. Breathe. We'll lift up, release the arms and swing them behind the back body. Interlace the fingers, same thing. Proud to humble. Drop the left shoulder towards the inside of the right knee or nearby, and then lift the arms as you squeeze the shoulder blades together and up. Find space for the arms. Breathe. Powerful legs here, not just sinking and collapsing into the hips. And then reach and release. Skandasana, turn towards your right heel. Shift to your depth. Continue to twist. Left hand down, right toes forward, right arm lifts, twisting lunge, root lock that belly in, and then try to find space in the left hip. Hip flexor, quad, press against the earth, reach the arm up, opposition. Bring your hands to the inside, wiggle the foot towards the right, and then work your way down. You could stay up on the hands or see if there's space to get to the forearms. If you made it to the forearms, we're gonna slip this foot back into forearm plank. If you didn't, you'll step back from plank and lower to the forearms. We're gonna open our side plank on the forearm, right arm lifts. You might play with the leg lift. You might drop the left knee to modify. Right hand's gonna come down like an elevator. We're gonna push up and re-extend the right arm now on the hand. And again, your opportunity to play any shapes you want to make. Eventually, the right knee is going to start to hug in. You might grab it, or we're going to try to do this slowly and controlled with our core and our left shoulder. Step back. Lift the right arm like someone's pulling you back. Find that left leg, wrap the hand around or on the hamstring, and exalt that twist. Breathe. And then find a deeper twisting lunge. Left elbow may hook, palms connect. Press the shoulders, the palms to heart center, and allow the shoulders to stack. You could stay here. We could look down, step forward, and then re-extend. See if you have balance today here. Looking down will be a little easier. Ooh, falling. Try it again. When you're ready, step back. And we're gonna spin all the way out of it to the front of your mat. Warrior two, flush it out. Hands down, give it away into your flow. Upward facing, exhale through down dog. However you get to the top of your mat, step, jump, handstand. You could try a tuck, half handstand, and light landing. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, flush it out. Any shake, shimmy, wrist circles, root and rise, all the way up, palms to heart center. We'll take a little balance flow before we come down to the mat. Take a breath here. Balancing on the left foot, let's lift the right knee as high as you can. Nice, arms are gonna extend out. Right foot extends. Half squat or pistol. Nice, lift up, maybe you grab the foot to get there. Good, this time grabbing your big toe. Lift the left arm. Pull the leg towards the right as you look towards the left. Tuck the tail, firm the belly, lift that leg as high as possible, and we'll take eagle pose. Right leg is gonna continue to lift high, crossing over, wrapping behind the left leg. Maybe you tap the earth, maybe you get that extra hook. Right arm under, elbows up, sink into that left heel. You could stay here, or we could try to connect elbows towards knees and round it over. Excellent. Taking it into warrior three and then opening into half moon. Left fingers to earth or block. Right arm lifts. Proud. Chest rises. Again, you could be on a block. You could take this into sugar cane by grabbing the top outside of the foot and kicking that foot into the hand towards the sky. Let's release. Hands down, head lands, standing split. Another opportunity to play on the hands if that's in your practice or you just have fun jumping. Swing the right leg and then see if you can either hug the left knee in or find an L. And that L might turn into stag, which is an easier position to hold. Nice, let's come down. In between, we'll take a yogi squat. Elbows pry wide, palms to heart center, Malasana. Malasana, your option here is to take crow pose, Bakasana. Knees into armpits, hips up high, spread the fingers wide. Start to tilt into the fingers, shift the weight forward, gaze forward, push the shoulders down, engage the core. See if you can lift those heels in either one at a time or both, and then maybe you take it to a flow. Shoot the feet back, high to low, up dog, down dog. However you get to the top of your mat, walking, stepping, floating. Flush it out, halfway lift, release. Let's take a ragdoll here. Stacking the shoulders. Heart rate's high, got a good sweat going. Connect to the breath. Left side. We'll start to lift the left knee. Spread your right toes, connect to the earth. Hug the knee in. Extend the foot out. Option to stay here. Take a half chair or a full pistol squat. Maybe you grab the leg to help you rise. Big standing big toe. Take your yogi peace fingers on your left big toe and then re-extend. Try to drop that left hip. Open, take your gaze to the right. Strong standing leg, strong core. Pull it back through. Nice. Eagle, release with control. High knee wrap. See if you can get that double hook. Woo. Left arm swings under the right. Elbows up, sink into that right heel. Pull the ribs in. Maybe you fold your eagle. Trying to connect elbows towards knee, maybe even that bottom knee. Keep the hips square and slowly come out. When you're ready, warrior three, still with the eagle wrap. Right hand finds block or fingertips on mat. Spin the left hip open toward a half moon pose. You could turn it into sugar cane pose. Hamstring curl the heel in, grab a hold of the outside top of the foot, and then kick that foot into the hand up towards the sky. When you're ready, release to standing split. Both hands drop, head heavy. Stay in your standing split or practice your handstands, and you'll probably have a leg that naturally wants to kick up. This is my stronger side. Maybe you turn it into a stag shape. This way kind of helps you counterbalance. We really engage the fingertips and land. Coming back to Malasana. Breathe here. From Malasana, we're simply going to round the spine and shift onto the bottom. Navasana boat pose. Tap the toes out. Breathe. Nice work. Feet down, swing the hands back, take a reverse tabletop pose, shining the heart upwards, dropping the shoulders back, hips up high. Possibility to swing the hips for half L sit for 3. Here's 2, shoulders press down, belly plugs in. One more time, hips back, squeeze, maybe you find L sit. 3, 2, 1. Flush the hands upside down. Press weight into the top of the hands. Rock it out. Inhale, re-extend, flex the feet, engage the core and quads, and then find your forward fold. Continue to check in with the breath here. Allow it to move through the body. Draw the quads and hips back. Shine the heart forward. Can we start to use our core to make this compression happen? 3, you can bend the knees. Squeeze the belly down, make it an active stretch. And hold, and then it can return back to passive. Release, sweep it up. Fingertips up by the knees. We'll do a couple of these core compression moves where we press the fingertips down. Shine the heart back like you're doing a cat back and see if you can lift the legs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and scoot yourself forward. We're going to slowly make our way down for a couple of back bends. Good, lift up through the heart, squeeze the belly towards the spine. Start to round vertebrae by vertebrae. When you hit the sacrum, press those legs. Low boat. Right leg up, high nose to knee. Switch this out. Continue for 4, 3, 2, 1. Plug the knees in. Give your knees a kiss. And then extend it out for 3. Hug the knees in. Here's 2. Hug the knees in. Here's 1. Hug the knees in. And then drop the feet down. So maybe you can still reach the heels or ankles. We're going to wiggle the shoulders down and get those hips really close to the heels. So we'll try to go from bridge from this connected position, even if you're just wrapping your hands around your heels. And we're going to try to pelvic tilt and then swing the hips under. And as you do that, wiggle the shoulders towards one another. Create space in the heart. Use the glutes. Use the hamstrings. Press into the feet. Create space from the chin to the chest. Maybe you bring the hands to the small of the back and continue to work up. So I want you to use the back body for this back bend prep. Good. Hands can go anywhere. You could even start to take them over the head. And then we'll lift onto the heels, onto the toes, and roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Allow the knees to just flush from side to side. Good. Hug the knees back into the chest. So you have the option to go into wheel. We'll take a quick happy baby, or you could do a second bridge pose. So from happy baby, let's bring the feet together, butterfly, and then feet wide, so you can tap the toes towards the earth. Bend the knees, grab the ankles. We can even shift the head off the mat, hug the heels in towards the glutes, and then pry the knees apart, legs wide. Drop the tailbone, drop the shoulders, and then take those feet in. If you're going for a wheel, we'll set it up the same way, except the hands will be up by the ears, elbows up. We can start to lift into your bridge, press onto the head if you need it, and then press into the hands, shining the heart towards the back of your mat. You can even rock forward, back. See what kind of space you can create. Use the breath, move through. Maybe you pick up the heels, give it your back a little more space. Engage everything up. Push the hands down and then exhale, come out of it gently. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Rock and massage into the low back, into the sides of the back. We'll take a couple deep breaths here. Maybe rocking down by the tailbone, feet hover, and then starting to bend the knees and rock into a tight little ball. Let's take the right foot and cross it over the left ankle. Just take a little reclined pigeon, gently allowing the right knee to open from the hip. Interlace the hands behind at the hamstring and then flex that left foot up. Take a moment here. Find your space in that right hip. We'll bend the knee back in. You can hold onto the ankle and then bring that foot across and land it. Take your gaze over your right shoulder. Take some breaths here. Work in that pose. So we're not completely relaxed. We're kind of playing and finding where we can open the hip a little bit more, where we can twist the spine a little bit more. Just exploring the pose and the shape you want to create. As you come back, maybe you turn that into a half lotus shape, and we could take a half lotus bridge here. Release that and switch legs. Left leg lifts. We'll cross the left ankle over the right and then gently work that knee open from the hip. Right leg lifts. We bind the hands behind the hamstring. Take some nice breaths here as you work on the rotation of the left hip. Strong breathing. Create that space and surrender into it. Bend the knee. Grab a hold of the ankle and then twist the hips to the right. Left arm extends. Gaze goes towards left. And then again, exploring where we can maybe open the hip a little more, where we can adjust the twist. Press that left foot towards the earth. Gently press the knee up and turn. I'm shaking, so it's not like we're just relaxing here. Take a breath, find space in the left hip, and then release out of it. See if you can maybe find a half lotus shape where you wiggle that ankle up towards the hip crease. See how that feels for you. Gently pressing the hip open, and then maybe finding half lotus bridge. Working that knee down and the right hip up. Release it. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. If there is anything else your body's craving, maybe a quick shoulder stand, plow, headstand, go ahead and take that. You could hang out here in a waterfall shape, allowing the limbs to just reverse this blood flow and hang or play with shapes here. Moving up and down the spine. Your yogi play, yogi's choice time. You can always pause this video and continue to move, or I'll cue you through a brief Shavasana. Feel free to stay as long as you like. Let's extend the feet out to the corners of the mat. Expand the arms 45 degrees. Allow the fingers to curl in naturally and the head to melt into the mat, the shoulders to sink, the hips to surrender. Finding stillness. Relaxing the muscles in the forehead, the eyebrows, the jaw, the tongue, even the scalp, the ears soften. Continue to release through the body. So just taking a scan. Maybe you tense up and release. And then coming to your most natural state of breath, allowing the belly to rise and fall subtly. No effort there. We allow our bodies to reap the benefits of the hard work, to restore, repair the muscles that have broken down so that we can become stronger from the inside to the outside. Taking a moment to let go of anything that's been holding you back on or off the mat, whether it's fear, jealousy, stress, anxiety. Let it go. Again, feel free to stay as long as you like. I'm going to start to add movement to the fingers, dance the toes. Start to climb the feet inwards and give yourself a nice big squeeze. Rolling the chin forward, gathering momentum, and rocking your way up to seated. You can cross the knees into easy seat, cross the feet, open the knees, and then just rock here, maybe taking some little spine circles. Forward, and then reverse. Allowing the hips to settle, and then the spine to find this new length that we've created. Pressing into the shins, lift the heart, roll the shoulders back and down, sit tall and proud, and then we'll bring our palms to heart center, pressing the thumbs into the sternum, so the heart's pressing into the hands and the hands pressing into the heart. We'll tuck the chin down, taking this humble bow of gratitude and appreciation for all that our bodies are capable of, for taking the time out of our busy schedules to do something so healthy, so good. Namaste. Thank you so much for being a part of this practice. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. If you did it and enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what else you want to see from me. And thank you so much for making me a part of your journey. See you next time.